Why is everyone so accepting of being spied on by the government and corporations? Until people feel they are being directly and negatively impacted by the actions of these corporations, they will remain apathetic. There are several reasons. The biggest is probably that we literally cannot do a single thing to stop it other than living off the grid under a rock somewhere. The other part is that it's pretty harmless most of the time. You are one tiny data point among billions. Your information is mostly used to run algorithms for marketing purposes. Rarely is anyone spying on you specifically, and even if they were, the data just gets thrown into a big pot. I don't like it, but it's mostly unobtrusive. There are few if any direct impacts, and it makes many of the services we really like to use free. TLDR can't stop it. Data is aggregated. Doesn't usually do any harm. Makes services free. It's less about accepting it, and more of a question of what can I do about it? And why should I care? I mean, if the government or the big tech corporations really want to know that I like a lot of geeky shit, look at pretty vanilla porn, and waste a lot of time on Reddit. I don't know exactly what they are getting out of it, but who am I to stand in their way? Like corporations and the government have only been spying on us since cell phones were invented. Yeah, it's pretty terrible. The reason it's accepted is because it's so abstract. People understand the consequences of being spied on when it looks like someone sitting on the other end of a wiretap hearing your conversation with a friend or a stalker following you around. They don't understand the consequences of this huge amount of information about them being passively collected with no directly malicious intent. So while I think most people are at least a little uncomfortable with it, it doesn't stick out in anyone's mind as the huge privacy violation that it is, because it's hard to understand what exactly is being done with their information or why it's bad. 2 reasons mainly. 1. People generally don't care about something until they feel negatively and directly impacted by it. When big tech spies on you and steals your info, it's mostly done in an indirect way. So most people don't feel impacted enough to do anything about it. 2. There has been an outgoing propaganda campaign for some time that has been telling the general public they should be willing to give up their rights for their own safety and security, and that anyone who argues anywise is a loony conspiracy theorist. It works, which is why the government keeps doing it. Most people are currently comfortably glib. It is surprising the personal liberties you can violate when a populace is too busy fighting one another in moral superiority one-upmanship tournament. It's mainly because you aren't special. I'm not special. No one is special. What info are they gonna get from you that is so groundbreaking? Everyone is getting spied on today, and there isn't really much you can do to stop it, so why bother worrying about it? Free stuff. If it's free, people don't care that they are the product and being exploited. I know you said that the worst are the people that think, I have nothing to hide, so why does it matter? But that's how I think. I have nothing to hide, so it doesn't matter to me. Nothing I do on the internet or with my phone or in the real world is wrong, so I have nothing to hide. And yes to the police thing. I have had it happen before. I let them come in and look around. It doesn't matter how hard they look. They won't find anything. Because I have nothing to hide. I'm not saying that what other people think or feel that is different from me is wrong or anything. I'm just responding with my personal thoughts about how it affects me. I don't use any of Alexa, Google Assistant or Cortana stuff, but if I did, I change it to wiretap, so it would require saying, okay, wiretap, to use it. Anyway, It's all about convenience and apathy. Convenience of having location services and voice control with enough apathy to not care what could be done with the info they have recorded. For most features that are added, people care less and less about what the recorded info could be used for. They just care that it is so cool to be able to turn lights on and off by voice, or to play music, a video, etc. It's the same reason we still have millions still on Facebook, Instagram, etc. So many people just don't really care about their privacy, well, until it is used against them or in a bad way. Because citizens, of all times, were told the government would never do that. It's illegal. By said government. I have been called so many names because I didn't keep buying the narrative face with raised eyebrow. I did when I was young and naive. People would break the bubble they live in that feels safe because if they actually thought it through, their fears would become real. It really is a good plan besides being evil AF. Two random guys. Have you heard of blah 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 conspiracy? This is why I think it's real. Face with rolling eyes. Dude, you cannot tell me you believe that shit? Yeah, our government has faults, but they would never kill anyone or invade their privacy. Quote. Conspiracy starts becoming popular. Meanwhile, in the White House, president, we need to change public perspective before we can do anything. PSAAD on TV. Tongue out, yuck, people that believe this are cuckoo for COO puffs. And besides, it's all a lie anyway. Random citizen, well, how can you prove it? President, because we said so and we care too much about your rights, so we'd never lie to you. Throwing kisses, heart saying anymore would jeopardize innocent people. Hands clapping, hands clapping, hands clapping, hands clapping. Why would you care at all? It doesn't affect your daily life since you will never see what they do with your info. Most of this roots from money. They want to know where you go to have personalized advertising and other things similar. They keep this information secure and it would be hard to get it in the hands of normal people. I know a lot of people that won't buy an Alexa because it could listen to private discussions. Not everyone is accepting of it.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. AFallingWall is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.